So, Menas, can we begin?
Oh, yes, we are live now.
Okay. So, good evening, everybody, from the II Women's Circle for the Bombay chapter. This is our first webinar for the new year with the new team. So, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all, and wanted to also talk about what we're going to hear today, which is the magic of analytics and automation in auditing. So we have with us Mr. Pradeep Khare. He is the speaker for today. He's had over 15 years of experience in the field of information systems, data analytics, data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. He's done a lot of work on SAP along with the ERP tables, and he's used multiple data analytics tools like SAP, Oracle, SCADA, IDEA, SQL. He's also developed multiple data visualization and KPI dashboards in a whole multitude of tools, some of which he's going to display with us today and discuss and also train us. He's consulted and developed data and statistical modeling, such as clustering, k-means, decision trees, regression analysis, classification techniques, supervised as well as unsupervised machine learning techniques, using also, again, a multitude of languages and tools. He's conducted several such sessions where he's trained corporates and as well as certain educational trainings on data science and artificial intelligence. He's also gone to colleges and institutions, not just corporates. So with this, I wish to welcome Pradeep. Pradeep, I will now hand over to you. And for the audience, just before we begin, please feel free to put your questions in the chat while Pradeep is speaking, and he can take them and address them at the end of the session. Thank you. Over to you, Pradeep.
Yeah, thanks Pradeep for introduction, and yeah, good evening to all of you. Today is Friday, end of the week for many of us, and we are here, and the topic is you must have heard right now, like until now, after the pandemic, like magic of analytics and data analytics, whatever the various softwares you must have seen, but little bit different than whatever you have seen. And as per my experience, I'm putting forth here. I'm from like the magic data. I'm running this organization, and today's topic you have already know, like a magic of analytics and automation in auditing. Okay, we as a team here actually offers in the magic data like automation of the whole audit processes, like from the resource management process, various KPI dashboards, then various audit findings and all dashboards and all related to that. We are automating the audit processes, then implementing the data analytics framework and the AI framework. It includes even the extraction of the data from the physical invoices, handwritten invoices also, many like a invoice, not only invoice, like a handwritten documents, like a POs, maybe KYC documents, and convert it into the Excel format. We'll talk about that, how we convert and how we work actually. Then end-to-end implementation of data-driven internal audit, like end-to-end implementation, like from the server level to like a dashboard, like end-to-end implementation of data-driven internal audit also we are catering to. Then others related to Excel automation. So many of us are working on the Excel only. We are automation of the Excel we are doing even for the large scale of data, so that the time can be saved. We'll see that also, how we can do that. And we are conducting some trainings, like maybe based on the any applications, like maybe a Tableau, ClickView. Many applications are there for the internal auditing purpose also, and for the analysis purpose also. You must have heard many of these. And apart from that, like a IT audits, like a data center audit, GDPR audits, ISO 27000 cyber security audits, that we are conducting. So leaving to this, we will come to main our agenda today, why we are here, and what are the challenges auditors face. I have, that means, work in the audit department almost 10 years, and I know the what's the pain the auditor faces, like what is they are actually the where they are getting stuck. So whatever the key areas or the challenges that I tried to put forth here, like right now it is a work from home, so like many internet issues, then sometimes like working from home, like due to pandemic, we can see lot of struggle we are doing for even the talking to like auditees, then talking to like business process owners. So lot of things are there. So how to minimize those uh, challenges, we'll see that also. Then mainly, I know even I also work on the Excel, and we know how the Excel works. Many a times it gets hang. Your system, you need to restart when the large data set is there, even like a more than 1 lakh or the 50,000 row items. We are facing the challenge in crunching the data. Again and again, we are doing some repetitive task in the Excel. Sometimes if we are not saving, the work is gone. So that is also a main challenge. We are using the Excel. How we can avoid that? How we can automate these Excel activities so that it can be done very efficiently. We can reduce the time. We'll see that. Then whatever the repetitive tasks we are doing. See, many of the in the audit profession or even in the any department, we are working as a skilled person, and many of the time, that's my experience, we have seen like major of the time we are spending in the downloading the reports from the ERP, or sometimes run behind the data, just data they don't know why, bus like that, or we are doing just repetitive tasks, like every quarter or every year we are running same query, and we are wasting our time, that means our intelligence also, sometimes, by doing the same query, downloading the reports, same reports again and again. So that is also a big challenge where we are wasting our time also. Then lot of audit tools are available in the market. Maybe you are knowing or may not be. What I have seen, or what is the organization, sometimes there are tools are available in the IT department and many IT departments, but there is some misconception about the tools sometimes. Like suppose we go to many organization adopted to Google Workspace. Many of you may not be knowing, in the Google Workspace also there is like a big query is there, or maybe uh, like a Google Data Studio is also there, which can be used for the audit purpose also, and it is very efficiently. We can use large data set, we can crunch with the even Google Data Studio. So unawareness about the many audit tools, those are lying here and there. Sometimes many audit tools are underutilized. That also one of the challenge the departments are facing, or the our fraternity is facing right now. Like they may not be having that capable resource for using that tool, or maybe it is just because not much awareness about that tool, how to do that, what is the, that means some tools are very good enough, like we even layman can learn that, but it is underutilized because of some work, because of some issues, challenging issues. So that is also one of the challenge we face. Another, after pandemic that started and the work from home concept started, many organizations started thinking of developing the data analytics. You must have heard a lot of data analytics related webinars you must have attended, or even you must have heard about the data analytics. They started developing the data analytics in their organization, but here and there they just purchase some tool and they implement that, or maybe IT bring ups and they are just implement something like some queries or some reports they are generating, and again it will go down. Like, we cannot use that tools because of the large data sets. That is a big challenge after the implementation the organization or the departments facing. Like, they are at the crossroads where to go then, whether to adopt the centralized architecture or decentralized. I'll come to that. Don't afraid of this centralized decentralized. If you are not knowing, don't worry. Then maybe budgetary constraint. Yeah, we always, that means I'm also from the, I was also in the audit department. I know there are a lot of budgetary constraints because audit department always, many a times, not always, many times it is a cost center. So budgetary constraints are there. Next, like a sampling errors. We do the sampling, like randomly we are selecting any samples, like from the bunch of the PO that we are having the data, or sometimes like any related to like a GLs or some transactions, we are just sampling randomly. But that errors, okay, these sampling errors can be avoided using like a visualizations or some other tools. So we can perfectly, or we can 98% of the time we can correctly pick up the samples so that we can get a good visibility in the what is going on in the organization or in the department. So sampling plays a pivotal role in the audit. And many a times we sometimes just take, okay, randomly, okay, take a bunch like, or stratified sampling we use and just take a samples, okay, done. All the observations we are noting. The next part, too many data sources from the various formats. Here is the big challenge we are facing. Like, there is a SCADA system, manufacturing, in the manufacturing per se, I'm saying. If it is a financial service domain, then lot of vendors or the service providers website, from that they are downloading the data. So it is in the various format. The recent example, like I was doing like in the mutual fund industry. So from the like 100 organizations, like 100 service provider, mutual fund related, they are providing data in the various format, and one person is just arranging that data and then creating the report, developing the reports. Every month he is spending 8 to 10 days. So from the large data sets, it is coming from the various sources in the Excel format, sometimes CSV text format, or sometimes even the physical format also. Like, to us, we are getting like sometimes like a POs or like invoices, even sometimes the approval notes we are getting in the physical format. Those cannot be digitized. Those can be digitized, but we cannot digitize, and we need to just go through, just take a sample, just go through, read those, and we need to verify with the whatever in the ERP system. Even the ERP system sometimes varies. Organization, some are using SAP, some like a combination SAP, some Pico part, then other parts like HR Park in the Workday, or maybe like various softwares, like even the HRMS, lot of softwares we are using. So how to combine that data and how to arrive at a holistic view from that data. So that is also biggest challenge the organization faces. Major challenge is here how to connect that data actually, how to extract data. Sometimes it is text format, then we just do something like okay, or just we print and then check the data. Otherwise we'll forget okay, because this data is cannot be digitized, so we leave that and we just take a samples and we'll check. But it can be done like 100% sampling, 100%, that means population I'm talking about. We can crunch population and we can analyze that and we can arrive at the overall view. Because the right now the scenario is changing. Like if we confirm from the sampling, if we are getting like out of 100, 10 are errors. So we are confirming it for the population. The 10% errors is there in the population. Many times I have seen. But if we do it the correct way, like on the population only, and in the population only 10 are error, so we can say like out of 1000, suppose 1000 is the population, so only 1% error is there. So we are misinterpreting the data also sometimes. So these challenges can be avoided using various techniques. We'll see some of the examples. How we can use machine learning or the analytics in our audit phases, like the planning phase. Yearly annual plan we are preparing, annual charter is also there, plan is also there. So how to arrive at the correct plan, so how to predict the risk score. So that can be done using some of the AI models are there, ML models actually, machine learning, sorry, it is artificial intelligence and the machine learning. So some machine learning or even the data analytics can lead you to correct risk score, and we can predict the risk per se, which audits we need to take in the next year's plans. Secondly, in the field work, this is the biggest challenge. Field work, many a times like a reconciliation statements we are checking, then like a banks are providing like something PDF formats, then we are checking with the our like a SAP, if it is SAP is there, then SAP or any ERP system, we are checking the reconciliation whether it is correct not correct. So those can be automated using the various softwares. These also can be done using the ML models. So automatic matching, automatic like a using the text, identify the text and predict the what can be correct GL entry also. So in the accounting, we can predict the correct GL entry. 99% accuracy we can achieve using the ML models. Like without, like human makes errors. So to avoid that, we can use this. Then physical verification. Right now we cannot go to plant, maybe because of the restrictions right now. But how to do then? Physical verification. Without physical verification, we cannot even give the reports also. So there are techniques. You must have seen the drone and like even the computer vision, Google Cloud Vision or Google Computer Vision, you must have heard. So using such type of applications only, we can detect, like suppose it is a example of in the storeroom or the warehouse, we can exactly count the number of items are there in the warehouse using the just mobile app. So it will just count how many bags are there. Suppose 100 stacks are there, so it will count 100 and we can get a physical verification done within a minute. Yes, within a second, but I am saying you within a minute. Within a second we can scan and we can get how many items are lying over there. So we can reduce that much time in the audit this field work using this technology. Even remotely we can audit. Just we need to give the app access and he will catch that and we will get the count like that. Fraud detection, yes, we can get the segmentation techniques are there in the machine learning, like a clustering technique, segmentations. You must have heard related to like a weekend related transactions, or sometimes unusual behavior, like we are getting in the credit card transaction. Suppose I am doing any international transaction, I am immediately getting the call, immediately within a second I am getting. They uses the same techniques. They are segmenting like the unusual behavior from one user. Like suppose one passing a PO, or one like a GL entries, or some transactions, or even the invoice passing. So any unusual activity, any unusual time, you can capture using these techniques, and you can exactly get a correct sample also, and correct you can say the stratified sample using this segmentation techniques. Plant maintenance, we always, that means many challenges are there, but we can arrive at the using the predictive analytics model, we can do the plant maintenance activities also, plant maintenance prediction also, and we can even go into depth how, that means whatever the root causes and how frequently the plant maintenance is happening, that we can determine using the analytical tools. Outlier detection, you all know, like, so that I'm skipping that. That is whatever the outliers are there, but very good examples also there in the outlier detection, or using the statistics like a normal distribution of it. And reduce the sampling error, I have already talked about that. So these are the like using some visualizations, or even the ML techniques, like a clustering techniques, we can reduce the sampling errors. We can use these segmentation techniques also for the sampling purpose. One biggest challenge in transport industry that I have seen, like a logistic related, like how to check the bills, how to verify the bills, like whether the transporter are charging the correct, whether the route to whatever they have taken is correct or not, like how many kilometers he actually travel, and which is the route he has taken. So these type of analysis also can be done using like a very base software. You must have heard like a Tableau, or even the ClickView, or even some of the tools are there I have mentioned. Using those, we can arrive at a conclusion, like arrive at a correct cost also. So exception reporting that we are doing, like on the sampling basis, we can do it 100% here. Yeah, biggest is like a draft report, observations. We are all, each and every, sometimes it happens the observations is repetitive, or sometimes like it is the observation noted in like some past, like 2-3 years back, but we are again drafting that, again we are reporting that, again we are calculating the risk score for that. Those can be atomized using the ML techniques. Like automatically you can get a whatever the text from the observations. Like if you have seen like in the universities also, they are implementing, like in the Pune University they have implemented like a automated grading system. So it is based on the same ML technique. We can drop the report, reduce the grammatical errors. Even some style is there in the like many organizations follow some structure format. So that also we can correct using the techniques, ML techniques. Continuous monitoring, I don't need to tell, you must have heard a lot of times continuous monitoring. All those can be done, but actually we are doing continuously monitoring, that is a big question. I will come to that. Okay. So what are the tools available? Maybe they are, you may be knowing how to use these tools, but for the audience I'm just telling, like there are like a ClickView is there, ClickSense is there, these click products are there, which can be directly connected to your ERP system, SAP, even your SCADA systems, SQL database. If you are having Oracle, you can connect these tools directly to your databases, like your ERP system. Even Tableau, there is misconception I heard whenever I went to like for the like for the analysis or that purpose. They always suggested one software, but Tableau is also a very good tool. Tableau and Click for data analysis purpose, even exception report generation purpose, development of the exception reports. Very low cost budget. In your budget, you can get a good tools also. Even Access database is there. Google Workspace, I have talked about that. Many Google products are there, and we are using Google email systems or the Google Workspace in the organization, but we are unaware about the many tools that is Google is providing, like a BigQuery, then Data Studio, even Google Task Managers, many for the audit resource management. We can use those. We don't need to spend bucks from our pocket also if the organizations is having these softwares. Even Power BI is very good tool for the audit analytics. Not only visualization, this is a misconception, but we can use Power BI, Tableau, even ClickSense for exception report development purposes and continuous monitoring purpose, because it can be connected directly to your all the systems. You name the application that you have in your organization, we can connect with these three tools: Tableau, Click, and the Power BI. Even Python is good. Python we can automate like a SAP scripts and like a SAP reports. We can automate like a downloading and uh, cleaning the data. Like sometimes it comes like in the Excel format, so we can use the Python to clean the data, whatever the reports we are downloading from the SAP. So those tasks can be automated. I'll show one small demo on this in the subsequent slides, how we can automate even SAP scripts or SAP report downloading, because we are major of the time I have seen we are either do the background jobs in the SAP or we are just downloading in the Excel, because we are well versed with the Excel, so we are downloading the report in the Excel format. Sometimes SAP throws the ABAP error, like you must have seen that errors in between the report. If it is a huge, sometimes IT people kills the job also. That is also a issue, but we can overcome that using some of the automated scripts. And others are like even idea is there, ACL is there, Google Analytics, that is a Google product, so we can use instead of Click, Power BI, Tableau, even Google Analytics we can use. So I'll show you some of the examples related to like HR, purchase order, how we can, that means use data visualization, and we can arrive at the correct sampling using the data visualization or even the risk management part. Then I'll come to like a SAP report downloading, how we can automate that. I'll have some, that means a demo, I can show you that. And the physical document data extraction, like from the handwritten text or maybe your invoice copies, PO copies, how to extract the data, like that we'll see. So coming to first, like HR audit, actually visualization plays a pivotal role in understanding the data. Instead of Excel, if you use the visualizations, like various visualizations, maybe a pie chart, maybe your bar graph or any funnel chart, lot of charts are available. Even histogram, you can get the outliers easily. And if it is a directly we are fetching the data from the systems, it is continuously we can check that. We can develop a good dashboards. I'll show you here some of the examples over here. Before that, okay. Okay. So how it can be integrated. Our topic is also there, how we can integrate, because that is the main idea also, how we can integrate all those systems in and we can automate the processes. So just for an example, like suppose you have like any database over here, like SAP or maybe Oracle. And right now, what is happening? You are just downloading the reports, then again uploading or maybe doing the analysis in the Excel or any tool is available. Some are doing like in the maybe Idea or maybe Click products or maybe even Power BI also. We are uploading that into this. Maybe because of connection is not there. And various reports we are developing or we are generating. If it is already developed, various exception reports, we are just developing that. So the one point was there, centralize and decentralize. So just to understand like how we can integrate all those, like there are other applications also, like maybe a SCADA is there in the manufacturing companies. Sometimes various websites or the various supply vendors, they are providing some data to us. That is the secondary data that we are getting for our analysis purpose or from the warehouses. If there are some standalone systems are there. So those can be connected actually to the Excel also. Excel also we can connect SAP, even SCADA and websites, whatever the websites, APIs we are getting. We have heard like APIs. So that we can connect using these APIs to all these tools, and we can join these tables, or we can like a VLOOKUP we are saying in the Excel. We can do the same thing using these tools, and we can get a holistic report or the overall report from the all the systems, and we can generate the reports based on it. Right now, or in the many organizations, it is like in the bits and pieces. Like some are doing like a from the websites or from the SCADA, they are downloading the reports, they are crunching that, or if it is in the like a improper format like a text format, then we are just taking some sample or the lab reports also. In the healthcare, lab reports from various labs, the reports are coming and they are not standard in the structure. Like some are mentioning like a blood glucose sugar in the first page, some are like in the last page, like that it is varying. So that can be standardized and can be crunched using the centralized system, like a centralized model if we are developing. So whatever the data frame we are actually developing data analytics framework actually, or the data analytics framework. So we can do that, we can correctly connect all the dots, those are available here and there, and we can arrive at the our whatever the end report is there. So that is, we can centralize architecture we can do. Sometimes what happens, we are okay installing the whatever the software is there, but our laptop and like GBs, that is whatever the RAM size is there, that is not up to the mark, like 4 GB or like 8 GB, we end up with the slowdown of the laptop. So that decentralized system may not work for some of the analysis. And so that, but like the in the advent of like many cloud providers like AWS or maybe Microsoft, even in the organization they adopted now the cloud structure, many organizations, because of the simplicity and fast they can deploy the servers. We can use that and we can centralize the system, and we can define the reports, we can create the reports. Those are in the repetitive in nature, or even one time also you can create the reports in these tools. How we can see? Okay, like some of the dashboards, like in the first example I mentioned about the HR, like this is the case in the Power BI. The beauty of these softwares like Tableau, Power BI or Click, they actually compresses the data, large data, and we can analyze that within a minute. So that is a advantages of these softwares actually. Okay, it is coming. So see, this is related to one HR employee master related data, like the age of the employees, how they are varying, and whatever the recruitment source is there, the average age of the organization. So a little bit about the employees, like you can even filter that data, just like these are the interactive graphs. So these are linked with each other. So if I click any like a range or the bin here or the age range, I will get the data over here automatically. In the all the pages, it will get filter. So using this, like we can take our samples also. Like here you can see like 62 and above. Like if the organization's retirement age is 60 and it is a 71, so you can take a samples whoever. Okay, there is only one person is there. Maybe those are maybe a senior management or someone, but you can take a sample directly from these or even this period 21 to 29. I can tell you the one case, like one organization, one big conglomerate actually. They were transitioning from the old SAP to new SAP. That means re-implementation of the SAP actually. Not for the HR, for the others, but they implemented HRMS data, and HRMS, they moved HRMS data into a SAP system, SAP HR module. And okay, so when we were doing the analysis for their employee master itself, we found out there are people who were below 18 ages. So that is maybe the errors, but since many time, like since many years, it was unnoticed, or maybe a transitioning error. Maybe root cause I am not disclosing, but that is the way you can easily detect. Right now it is all okay. Maybe above 60 it is a problem, so you can take the sample from that, but you can get a view. Okay, what can be done, or what can be the sample size, or which are the samples we need to take. These are some of the examples. Some of the dashboards develop like a salary range, like what is the salary range is there for the admin department or the production department, IT department. We can get the salary by the service also, how many years service is done by the employee, and what is the salary range you are getting. So directly we can get the salary range. Based on that also we can get, okay, this is a last, that means you can see here, this is a wide salary range. So there must be sometimes, not always, but why this is a huge, that means the range is there for like a, even from, you can take like a 20, it is a 2,96,000, from 2,96,000 to it is varying to 33 lakhs. So this much salary is varying. So it is easier to get a samples from such type of records. And easily we can get, like even if our all the graphs are, or all the charts are linked to each other, like interactive charts we are saying, so we can easily get the data and we can easily sample the data. Like here also the performance, whatever the performance is there, one good example of performance I'll show related to that. So easily see, you can see the changes that is happening once I am clicking the any department. Always visualization creates a large impact, even in the audience also, than the you are like a report structure, whatever the reports we are developing in the SAP, like a Excel or anything. Even in the audit report, visualization plays or it impacts the large to the audience. So you also, like our memory is also pictorial memory, like image we are actually, our memory system is like a image processing type of thing. Same is happening in the AI and ML also. They are just implemented our brain similar to how it works. So that is also based on the image. So we can easily get the information using the graphs. We can easily even filter out the data using such type of graphs. Like see here, it is a minimum salary and the maximum salary, whatever, like for the CEO or maybe even senior BI developer, accountant, what is the mean and the max salary is there. So for checking the compliance also, we can take the help of such type of visualization. Like suppose salary range is defined, like for any grade or any designation. So we can get easily if it is beyond that. We can develop such reports also. It will give a red highlighted graphs, and you will get the easily like what is happening or what is the error over there or what is the exception, sorry, a exception over there. We can reduce the sampling type using the such type of graphs. There are some good examples. HR overall dashboard, I'll show you that. This is in the Tableau that was in the Power BI. Even it is a large data sets, around 1 lakh plus line items, 1 lakh plus. But you can see it will be around within 1 minute we can get the data extracted from the system. It is linked to databases actually, and it is directly see within 22 seconds. It is for the okay. So you can see here same graphs, even like for the MNC company that we can develop, like how's the geographically employees are divided or they are placed. We can get here even the area, ages, and their number of counts. See how many employees are there within this range, see 61 and above, here also 168 employees. So it is easier to take a sample from these than these, or suppose like even 45 to 41 to 45 group. It reduces our time, even the cost, using the visualization. Even yeah, gender and that is for the HR we have developed. But yeah, this is related to like how many are in the sales department, supply chain department, even HR department. How the what's the bifurcation of the employees? We can get function wise. Even we can filter the country wise data easily. Suppose Brazil or Canada, we are taking. Okay, so it gets filter also. Yes, you can see the changes easily. We can do. We can even visualize the data by just filtering the or whatever the country wise or maybe region wise, whatever the function wise also. So it is actually tending towards the population, overall population audit. I'm coming towards to population audit only. So such type of dashboards also we can develop. I'll show you one dashboard afterwards. These are already the dashboards that created, but there are some dashboards are available. Even expenses like yearly expense, the pattern of the expense pattern, how the employee is spending, or how the sorry not spending, actually expensing out the it's whatever the expenses are there. So we can get see here like 2018 this much was the expenses for the employee number 99. 2019 it dropped down. Okay, so easily we can get the some of the keys which samples we need to take, why it is increased, like see here maybe some reasons are there, or say like this. Okay, 3 years data. 2017 is expense behavior. 2017 it is very less. 19 it is increasing. 18 again increase, and that is more than 80% actually, you can see. So that can, these samples we can take easily. Okay, why it is increased, why not, we can check that. We can get a leads from the visualization. Here also same thing happens. If anything is dropping, we can check. So for each and every employee, we can get the many. That means where are the submitting the expenses. So expense report, from expense reports, we can get the variance or year on year, whatever the growth or the whatever the pattern of the expense we can get. Even monthly we can get easily. If it is available, I'll check just by doing this. So monthly pattern also we can get, like each, suppose any in 1 month it is a just shoot up, we can get that data also easily. Maybe it's April, May, June, July. So monthly data, monthly and yearly, we can check. Okay, this is the expense pattern of this employee. So we can see that, see January month, and it is years. Okay, 2018, and here you can see 2018, 2019 data. So in the January month only, his expenses are increasing. Otherwise, it is below the average or whatever it is. Okay, you can see easily, we can understand this. Okay, for this, okay, nothing is there. Even this, okay, his pattern is okay, good. Okay, like a January also, February, almost same expenses overall the year. Maybe this can be a lead, but we can easily determine which samples to take from the overall data set. A lot of such graphs we can create. Even okay, this is the difference and all those things. Whatever the approved amount and submitted amount, like a difference between the those submitted and the approved amount. Whatever the claims he has submitted, the employee submitted, and whatever the approved amount. Within that, whatever the differences are there, that we are getting. This is category wise. Okay. One good chart I'll show. So I'm showing here all visualization. This doesn't mean that like a Tableau can be used only for the visualizations, but we can use that for the exception reporting also. Like here also the trend, overall trend. I just mask this because of some reasons. But you can see like hotel rates, like how the hotel rates are increasing. This is for one of the like out of India, like for them, and we did like various dashboards we developed for their expense analysis, because the company was into majorly in the market research company, and so they wanted to track the all expenses, even the how the hotel cost goes up and down. It was like a go IPO type of thing. Okay, so you can see even per employee, like what is the cost per day they are expensing if they are okay on the tour or like a business visit actually. So per night, then how much is the total cost they are expensing, and total expenses here. And by the color we can get okay what are the higher amounts, like for whichever the designation. It is actually done based on the per night charges, what are the colors you are seeing here. Even air routes they are taking, as it is a multinational company. What's the routes they are taking, even for the car or air, that can be tracked. As I said, like in my previous slide related to transportation, so we can even actually track the yeah, like this we can easily track the in India, like even India also, using some devices, what's the position of the truck, how much is actually traveled, and whatever the bills the transporter are submitting, we can cross tally that. based on the routes they are keeping. And base route also it will give us, like the Google map is showing us this is the best route, 1 hour 30 minutes you will require to reach this destination. Other routes 1 hour 44 minutes. So best routes also it is suggesting, and based on that we can get a cost calculate. This is expense by the route origin, expense by the destination, best route. Okay. So we can compare actually those things. See here, SFO. This is the route actually taken. This is how much is the difference they are taking. There also, okay, whatever the difference we can get over here easily. It is like a exceptions only, or as a query also. Maybe sometimes the road may be blocked, or maybe some issues are there, work is going on, but actually it gives us the leads for our samples, whatever we are taking. And one HR attrition. This is attrition related. Whenever that means we are doing the HR audit. So how many employees are there? How many monthly attrition based on like their performance, or maybe a salary? What was their salary? This is all defined. Like what is the range means, low means, what is the medium means, and high means, whatever the salary range is. And we use the heat map for how much time they spend in the company, like how many years of service in the company, like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, how many of them, like this is the turnover analysis based on like majorly the attrition happens in the IT companies or in the service sector. So there we can get a good idea why the people are leaving. We can get a good cause also even, and we can arrive at the exact that means what is the issue. Like here, like you can see like a promoted in 3 years. So here the turnover is not there, but who are not promoted, the turnover is there within 3, 4, 5 years also. So like that, and many of them are like a low salary range, or maybe even medium also, you can see. Okay, so I'll show you one example, the large data. Okay. Like this is the data, like a purchase order related data. It has around 1 lakh. See, only Excel also taking the time. Even I am using a 60 GB laptop, 60 GB RAM laptop. It is taking a time for the Excel to open up. You can see the 1,94,000. Okay, total rows for this purchase order. But this can be crunched within a minute using some of the softwares, like even the Tableau, or even I'll show because we have seen a lot of things in the Tableau. So how we can do that actually using the ClickView also. It will get uploaded within a second. We can start doing the analysis also, where we spend much of the time in the Excel, because 1,94 lakh items, 94,000 items. Excel is really Excel will go down. That means you can see here also, even if you are filtering the data, you will get stuck up with the Excel. Like it will just move round and round, will show the busy. And okay, in same data set I'll be taking. This was the data, right? Purchase orders. This is using a click software. Okay, you can get the all names. See, within a second, it extracted the data over here, even the labels and all those things. Even you can filter the data using these all the things, like where clause is there or whatever. If you want just purchase orders, total value, above 10,000, you can give that. Okay, above or below, easily. Okay, I'm not using right now, just to show the finish. Okay, just saving the document. It requires any name I'm giving right now. Okay, see here, it started at the 170052, 39, 45, 50. Okay, number of rows, it is just extracting, just taking into for the analyzing purpose. 1,33,000 within 25 seconds and 1,90,000 within around half minute, we will get 32, 35. Yeah, done. We done with the data, closed. So I'll show you the data is extracted. That means we can use data for the crunching purpose. See here, data is already here. Within half an minute, we can. Okay, yeah, within half an minute, the data is ready for use or whatever the analysis we wanted to do. Like you can do right now. I'll show just some of the analyses, like using some of the box. Like suppose you want like a plant level filterings or something, you wanted to check whatever the plant level purchase orders are there. You can just select, it will show you the data. See, it is changing easily. For Excel, it will take a long time. But in this, you can see a large data set having a 2 lakh. I have done 1 crore plus line items in 8 GB laptop and within 1.5 minutes. 1 crore plus line items we can crunch using this software, using this tool. Actually, we can easily filter the data. See, any data we can easily filter. Even we can extract into Excel easily. Suppose you wanted to extract, see, just extract the data, it's done. The report is ready. Suppose you wanted a filter data, even exception reports we can get in within a minute. I'll show you some of the dashboards on this same data only. I have developed that to save the time here. I'll show you that one also. If you crunch this 1,92,000 data, then it will take a long time. See, like material wise purchase orders. So how many, whatever the material is there, how many purchase orders are there? These are the counts. So how many purchase orders for this material order? You can do here, or you can do the visualizations also in the Tableau or even the click sense also. Same thing can happen in other softwares also. It is just an example in the click how the data can be crunched. Even directly you can filter from here also without, just you can get the data over here. You can remove the filters this much. Within a nanoseconds or the milliseconds, we are getting the whatever the analysis we wanted to. Suppose like for 2017, we wanted to see only 2017 data we will be created. Like vendor wise POs. Suppose one vendor is there. Vendor number is suppose 19. So how many POs is placed and how much is the total order value we can get easily. This total PO value 1939.73, whatever the order is there. Easily we can get using this. Even the purchasing terms, payment terms, that is the one of the, I'm not here telling you whatever the analysis we can do, but we all know, like we are the auditors, many of us are the auditors, we know whatever the analysis we are doing. We have heard lot of webinars also, or even we have done our work also, but just just telling how fast we can do the analysis using some of the tools where we are actually taking a time. Like see here also, like a payment terms, suppose whatever. Okay, see here 333 whatever. I have done some logic over here. So if I'm getting 3, that means the payment terms mismatch. Payment terms are different for same vendor on same material. So you can see like 56, 57, 55. So lot of changes, whatever the payment terms changes, we can see easily over here. For this, if we use our usual like a softwares like Excel, I'm not against the Excel also. Even in Excel also we can, but we need to do some scripting, micro scripting, VBA scripting. Then we can crunch the large set of data in Excel also. From front end, we cannot. Big no. For 8 GB laptop, 8 GB RAM. Like so, this is also one like a per unit pricing. Like how much is the schedule quantity, how much delivered data have done. So all the data is there. If you wanted to check, we can check even the line items. How many line items are there? And okay, total count of this easily. So somewhere filter is there. So it is showing just 203 purchase orders. Just clearing the filter. Total count. Okay, 1,87,000. Total count for okay, one of the column it is showing. We can okay for A it is showing. I can change that if you want like for the purchase orders. Can purchase document. Even any count you can even purchase requisitions you can count easily fast, and in under the one agreement how many purchase order like a contract agreement. See like a 2 purchase on this agreement, we can easily get those things. Okay, this is related to like again one of the like analysis like in the click various analyses are also there like in purchase order dashboards, how we can develop. Yes, some of the examples I'm just showing. Yeah, here. So how many POs are there by quarter? PO count, total count. Then top 20 vendors by PO count. Even we can convert this into total value also. If there is a query, okay, count is there, but value is not there. That can be a case, but we can convert that into a count also. Here, top 20 vendors by, okay, here it is. I have done that also. So you can easily filter out that data interactively, and you can get okay how many are there. Like here 394 are there, 396 for this. Okay, whatever the country is there, how much is the size you can get. Even you can select, see like, so if this is the, suppose I'm taking this much like this as a strata for my purchase orders, so I can see okay how many are from which quarter, and like a quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 we can easily get. We can design even the audit plan or even the whatever the risk areas using some of the visualization. That dashboards also we can develop using this automated dashboards. Like here, this is one. Okay, then even the see, actually that is the dashboard, and these are the individual analysis. Same analysis we can bring in one page, one canvas. Actually, it is called canvas. So on one canvas, we can bring those all analyses. Even this is one of the analysis, like how many percentage of the product order. Okay, Then these are the sub parts, like for one of the project related. Okay, like suppose cables, then whatever the software, then meters, electricity meters, then whatever are there, prepaid meters, how much we are spending in each, and how many orders are there. See, payment of amounts, like based on this. Okay, so the intention behind that, a large data set, that okay, in Excel, if we develop for this 1,92,000 items, then charts and all those things, it will take a long time, a long time. Sometimes we need to wait for 1 hour also, that I have seen, like for 3 lakhs line items, 1 hour it takes in the 8 GB, many of the time you can see. Okay, this is the same data, that 1,92,000 line items were there, and it is in the tableau. See here, the tree map. One analysis we can do directly, like suppose okay, material wise, what is the material, and we purchase, what is the value of that material purchase, suppose, easily, and we can okay easily sort those. So whatever the purchase total value based on the material number. It is easier than the others, like taking the data. Okay, just visualizations, we can select the okay whatever the leads we are getting over here. So here no data is there, that means very small amount must be there, but here you can see. So what can we, like suppose we wanted to select the volume is there, the large volume, and the PO values are very high, so we can select directly like this. That means these, and we are getting the underlying data easily. If you wanted to see, we can just click here, we are getting the underlying data also, full data. So we can filter out this data easily. You can see we filter that data easy, and we can even export into CSV file or whatever. If you want like a Excel file, you can export that easily. We can filter the data, any data you can filter over here. So various analysis here, even date wise created on, we can do. So they are summary 2017 and 18. What's the difference, or how much is the actually? Okay, comparison you can do by this way, or we can even use the different graphs. Yeah, 17 and 18. This is better to visualize than the other one. Here see 2018 maybe. Okay, must be data is not there, so that 2018 figures are not there, but you can compare the total value, purchase value, using this directly, various graphs, using various graphs. Coming to okay, like PO quantity analysis. See all the data, how many open POs are there, how many close, what is the item, hey, how many items received, like a quantity received. Okay, category wise, how many categories, how much is the difference. Okay, quantity received, billed, order, even we can get the difference, even like for like a various okay, tower 1, tower C, these are the like plants, and okay, so you can easily get the data over here. So how much is the volume over there. and even the graph, how is the purchasing pattern over the year. It is Jan to October, whatever the period is there. Even you can select the purchase related, that means whatever the period, because what we are doing like a yearly audit or sometimes quarterly audit, we can even filter out that data and we can analyze here using direct connection. You can get all connections in the Tableau also, even SAP connector. Okay, I show that many connectors we can get. Just a minute. Okay, here you can see a lot of connectors we can see here. Even see, you name the connection, it is there. Not even in the Tableau, but in the Click, Google Analytics, Power BI, even SAP. See here, if you are using SAP HANA, you can get the connector. SQL, SCADA, for SCADA also, even see SAP lot of are there. ServiceNow, if you are using the ServiceNow, you can get this. ServiceNow is a like a tool for like a service tracking and all the service flows. Many of you must be knowing. Even from the website, we can extract the data directly. Like for the Google Maps, we can extract data. The graph I have shown, that is from the web data connector. That route and that were there. So which routes to take, and that we extracted that data from the Google Map using the web data connector and develop the graphs. Even AWS, if your organization switch to AWS, then AWS, lot of, even these are the few, many are there. We can connect to even Excel, Salesforce, many databases you can connect to these tools. Even PDF file, if it is structured manner, you can extract the data from the PDF file. But I'll show you one structured data. You can use this PDF file and you can extract the data from the PDF. But it should be structured like in a table or something. If it is unstructured, we need to use the different tools. There is not one tool for all the solution. Like many of the things you can get, like a centralized things you can do using these tools. But like a PDF extraction and all those things, we need to rely on the other tools. Okay, this is done. I'm coming to now the data extraction part. Okay, first SAP automation. How we can do the SAP automation also. I have written one small script in the Python. Even in using the Excel, we can automate the Excel report extraction. That is also possible. Power BI and all those things I have already told. But using Excel, we can extract the reports from the SAP. Okay, just small script. Okay, this is one of the example. Like you must be knowing, if you are SAP user, ME2L code. You can even change these T codes also automatically using the Excel, and we can download the reports automatically. I can tell you like just put the Excel sheet for the downloading the all the reports at the night. Come tomorrow morning, all the reports get downloaded. You can save your time. How actually the intelligent time you are saving using such utilities, because in I know like how much time many departments are spending just to extract the reports from the various systems. Sometimes 2 days just extraction is happening before field works, or sometimes during the field work also, or maybe other department also, and you may be from the other departments also, not only audit, but from the audit per se I'm saying. But for the other departments, like one of the case that we have done, like it is India's biggest payment gateway. They just actually payment gateway plus the trading platform. So it was both trading platform plus payment gateway. They have daily transactions around 10 lakhs to 1 crore daily for one like a IMPS or whatever the type is there. Okay, like a Paytm or your phone pay, 1 crore per transaction daily. They used to download the data. They used to spend like a whole night, like from they start working from the 8 because night the speed is good. From 8 to 1, they just extract the reports. At the morning, they are just analyzing the report. But using the Python and even the Power BI, we automated that, and now it is taking 10 minutes, only 10 minutes to extract that data and analyze the data. We are just integrated those softwares, and now the work is done in the 10 minutes. So 4 people were working just to extract the data. So 4 people work in the 10 minutes. This is the, that means I can say the potential of automation of the many processes. We are we are using many softwares for automation purpose. Like maybe Excel, maybe we're using some macros we are writing in the Excel, maybe some another software. But the part of extraction we are keeping hanging. We are just extracting. Many people I have seen, like we are extracting the SAP data and or from the Oracle or maybe Workday or HRMS, even from the SCADA system, we are just extracting data, then just crunching that data. So that can be avoided using some type of connections, like this type of connections or some of the tools directly. We can automate it. Like, and even the scripts also, like these scripts we have developed in the like a Python, and it's automatically downloads the data from the ME12 transaction. I'm showing you one video on that. See here. Okay, just run the script, and it's automatically put the date also from the Excel and just extracted the data within a minute. Done. Report is extracted. Now you can. We are done with this. Okay, how much time it took? Just 3-4 minutes to extract the data or run the script. It is all automated. Okay, you must have seen in that video, I'm not entering any plant or any date or anything. It's just automatically downloading the report. Okay, I'm not using anything over there for your information, not even putting the single date or even not enter the transaction also. Whatever the transaction code is there, that also I am not entering over there. So very easily we can download that report. Okay, using some of the like a Python or maybe Excel also. Many utilities are there. We can define that and we can extract the data. Another, the big challenge that we are facing is of extracting the data from the PDF. Okay, like one sample PDF I have taken over here. Like agreement is there where liquidated damages are there written over there, or sometimes the agreement value is written over there, the period for the agreement is written. Many fields are there. Even in case of delays or whatever the performance guarantee is there, so all things are written. Those type of data can be extracted and compare automatically using the software, and we can get a direct report on the screen. You don't need to even go to agreement, read the agreement, what is written over there. Okay, LD is 10%, or my performance guarantee is this much amount. So we don't need to do that. Even the period, it's automatically extract that data into Excel format, and we can compare that Excel extracted data with our whatever the analysis we are doing. Suppose it is like a PO related or vendor agreements are there. So like for the vendor, the data is all of about like suppose okay he's not achieving certain percentage, so there is a LD clause is mentioned 10% LD, so we can directly check. Or even the transportation related, suppose transportation amount is written over there, so per liter this much, hey, per kilometer this much amount will be paid. So we can extract that data and we can compare. We don't need to go and read the agreement overall, just we can extract using some keywords whatever mentioned over there and done. Okay, whatever the important data we can extract that. Like here invoices also, see the data is lying here and there. It is almost structured, but unstructured data also we can extract. Even some whatever the clauses are mentioned over there. Okay, all pages you can see, even each and every page is different, but we can extract that data using okay, I have used here the extractor like using the Python. I'll show you that. I hope you can see the video also. There is no voice, so not to bother about that. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, okay, the video is here. Okay, it is not playing. I need to. Okay, I'll play from the another browser. If it is not playing, maybe some issue. Just give me a minute. I'll play from the another browser. See here, same invoice. Just written one script. It is in the Python actually. You can see the script is written in the Python. Python is one of the language and open source software that is available. It is free of cost, open source. So we don't need to pay any license or anything. Other softwares, there is a license fees, but here no license fees. And you can see by writing one script, we can extract the data. You can see the extracted data. Many like a vendor number, vendor name, invoice date, due date, invoice amount, net amount. I'll show the Excel file also. This is a CSV file. Yes, it is written over here. You can see it is a CSV file, but I'll show you the CSV file also. So the data is getting okay actually extracted in the CSV file, and you can get here. Okay, whatever the vendor number is there, then your invoice date, all things, and amount, net amount, description, whatever. If it is software maintenance, this even we can further deep dive into this, and we can, if you wanted to just extract the data related to only suppose like a software maintenance agreement, we can extract that much also. Or we can do the analysis and we can filter out that. After Excel, you can do anything, but major part is here. But what right now, that means the major challenges we are facing like here also. So each and every invoice we are going, we are just checking physically, and then checking with the like a ERP system. If you are having an ERP system, like so we are checking with the ERP data, or in the Excel we are checking, okay, or just entering the data and then we are comparing that data, and that is also on the sample basis. 100% we cannot do, because all physical invoices we cannot read and enter the data and create the reports. So suppose 10,000 invoices are there, it is big no for that. It is impossible for an auditor to do this, all those things. But using the extractors, we can extract the 1,000 invoice data and we can compare that within a minute. So this data, you can you must have seen right now the video. It was only for the 22 seconds. So to retrieve the data from the 6 pages, it took 22 seconds. But for reading the document, it takes sometimes 1 hour also. And writing these, or maybe more than that also. Sometimes for 5-6 invoices, we are spending like a 1 day also, 8 hours, 8 or 9 hours, just to check that. but we can minimize that time, we can save that time, because these were, as per my view, because views can be a personal, and as per my view, we are not spending a good time, whatever the intelligence we are having on the exact or correct analysis that we are doing. We are just suppose like this only, like a physical documents. We are checking those, we are going through samples, so we are spending a lot of time. But intelligence lies in the analysis and how to save the cost, how to improve the organization's efficiency, how to increase the revenue. Those recommendations we can give only after the intelligence and after the correct analysis, or using the some of the tools which can be a fast, because our audit period is also sometimes not sometimes, always we are sticking with the some timelines like 1 month or 2 months, sometimes 15 days also we need to finish that audit. So it is highly impossible to do all those things in the field work also. I have myself, I have done the audits uh, and during the field work, I have also experienced a lot of pain or a lot of hmm, bottlenecks due to this. We cannot do the full-fledged audit only on the samples, and sometimes we are missing some important part, and then we need to go back, need to check that if something happens, then there is a big question from the senior management also. So that can be avoided using such type of applications. Secondly, one of the even handwritten documents we can extract, but the accuracy of the handwritten document is we can get around 80-85%. After 5-6 months, we can get up to 95-96% accuracy. After 5-6 months, I am telling, because it is a machine learning, and if we are feeding that data, handwritten documents data to machine for particular organization and their people to understand that the style of writing, style of like a some are writing like a cursive, some are writing, their number of fonts are there. If you are writing the handwritten documents are there. So to feed that data and get a good accuracy, like above 90-91%, it takes 5-6 months to understand the machine also. So it is not a quick like a okay within a okay आज implement कर दिया कल output मिल जाएगा 90%. That is not the case. Sometimes it takes 5-6 months also. So that is the disclaimer I am giving. So that may be the question afterwards. So that okay. So 80-85% at the first time we can get the accuracy. There are some softwares, those are very costly, but from that we can get at the first day even at the 99% accuracy. But if we are developing the software, 80-85 is good enough. After 5-6 months, 90-95% we can achieve. For the handwritten documents also, I am telling, handwritten physical copies. Just scan it, we are getting the text extracted from that. Like for the invoices, which are handwritten invoices, or the like a transporter bills, like even the approve we are writing on the invoice. So we can check the sign also. What's the sign? And it is matching with the concerned person or not, like who is approving authority is there, that sign is matching with the approving authority or not, that also we can match. That image processing we call it as, but that can be done. We can match the two signs, and if it is okay, no exception, otherwise exception, someone other than this person approved this. So that also we can automate using the some of the software like languages, Python is there, even R is there. We can automate that. Even the Microsoft Azure is there. We can automate those things. Apart from that, good like even audit departments like dashboards. We are running here and there for like at the end of quarter or end of month, what is my audit department is doing, how many resources are deployed, how many findings are there. So using the Google Studio or maybe Google Analytics, Tableau, Click, you can develop this one also. As per whatever the presentation you need, same thing you can develop. You just need to download the document here you can get even presentation also. You can present this directly also, but whatever your presentation style is there in your organization, you can develop the dashboards and you can directly present without any hassles. We can develop such dashboards in okay. These are the statuses like close and open points, whatever the risk is there. Okay, we know this like close points and open points. Then whatever the ratings, high, medium, low ratings, based on the risk, how many are there. Based on that, we can even define next year plans or even change the current year plan also, even though it is approved, but the risk is changing. Like in between only pandemic stuck on our doors. So risk change. Okay, work from home concept started. So we can check again, we can go back again and we can redefine the plan also. So using search dashboards, we are directly, that means we are getting, so how many like here, anti-bribery and correction, that is the highest number of cases I'm getting here. Hey, we can get here, we can see here, number of findings by risk. Okay, like see here, training related, whistleblower. These are related to like ethics and all those things. But others also you can do. I have other dashboards also, but the data and all those things related, I cannot show you here, but many dashboards we can develop using even these softwares, and we can track actually live. Okay, live connection is maintained over here. So lively you can track the progress of your department, of your whatever the audit findings, which departments is lagging in responding. That also, even if you wanted to send a mail automated, we can use this tool to automated email system also. Like you can send automated email by the due date or before the due date, whatever your configuration, like 7 days before the due date or after due date, every day reminders you can send using such softwares. Don't need to spend much on this, and this is very not costly affair, these softwares. So it is within the budget that I am showing, because budget is a big constraint right now also because of this. Another one related to see here, the audit status, what's the pending work, field work, then the audit report, how many audit reports received from our subordinates who are the manager for that audit, manager wise. Yeah, here you can see audits by the manager, how many audits are going on or how many audits he is doing, he or she is doing during the year, and how many pending points audit manager wise also you can track easily. If you click, see it's changed. So these many reports, 25% reports received, 75% close observation by this audit manager is okay, not started it easily. What's the progress here? Okay, this is for this 33, 33, 33 is coming. Okay, whatever it is. So easily we can visualize even whatever the year we can select. See for 13, 12, whatever the years we can apply that and we can get the data out. Even any country wise we can do. And this is Benford's analysis. You must have heard Benford's analysis also. We can do using this also, using these softwares, Benford analysis. That is very popular, right? But other statistical okay, other statistical measures also there, like average, standard deviation, normal distributions. So cluster analysis, even forecasting is also available. You can do that using these softwares. Even box plot, that is for the distribution and all the thing, range. That Even calendar chart, I'll show just a glimpse. It is not that much important, but calendar wise also you can maintain the calendar. That means who is doing what, which day is like that. Any events are there, like that. You can maintain. Just dashboards. Okay. Going back to present. Okay, one more is important. Like okay, one more is in the data extraction also only. So you can, okay, there is one video, very good video. Okay, it is, you must have heard the UI path or the automation anywhere. Your organization, many organization, you must have heard about this. So using this also, we can extract the data. See here, the one invoice is there. Okay, suppose you wanted to just extract the data like invoice number, date of issue, due date, even the quantity, how much amount is due. Okay, so we can even extract that data easily. So this is one of the invoice I'm showing, but handwritten invoice also we can again making the point over here. This is very simple format, but we can do even the consistent like a unstructured format extraction also using this software. So it is just you can see once I am running the program, it is actually I have taken the video. Once it is taken, you can see whatever the program I have written. It is very simple and straightforward program for invoice capture. Even PAN card, KYC documents, Aadhaar challenging situation for many of us also. So they develop, that means we develop for that like a PAN card detection. That means it is actually extracting the data from the PAN card, whatever his birth date, PAN number, his name, employee's name, and photo also. So he even don't need to give the photo also. If that photo is not good, like in Aadhaar card, we know how the photos are there, but we can extract that image also and we can take as a for our employee database directly. So in this video, it is going on. I'm just speaking while this is going on. So this type of documents also we can extract the data. Even for the audit purpose, we can use such things. Like employees is providing, new joinees are providing the data. So we can cross verify like with the Aadhaar, even KYC documents. Like we are providing to the banks or many institutions, financial institutions. So that data also we can extract KYC, handwritten and whatever the field form are there. And we can compare that with the Aadhaar, PAN numbers. Even directly we can authenticate using the Aadhaar cards, like that. Many things. Even the tax, suppose tax return forms are there. We can extract the tax returns, whatever the tax amount or the last year tax amount that we can extract for automated tax return filing. That is not in the audit, but from the away from that. And okay, it is actually a 4 or 5 minutes video. It's taking time, but the background process is going on. Now we run the program and you can see the data is getting extracted. So whatever invoice number, billing name, date, and the total amount you can get here in the Excel format. What else we need? Okay, because from the physical documents we get the so many columns, even quantity we can extract. For demo purpose, I have done this much. But quantity, material name, HSN name for GST calculations and whatever your CGST, SGST, whatever state government GST, all things, even tax purpose, we can get that. Okay, so that was one of the demo I wanted to show. Apart from that, okay, what are the advantages? We already discussed many of the advantages. Cost saving is always there because on the resources you are, by automation or even the analytics, we are improving the resource time also, like we are reducing the resource time also, so cost automatically gets there. Even the traveling time can be reduced in the physical verification by just mobile app or the remote connection. We can just scan the whatever warehouse and we can get the count. So that per se also we can save the cost. Meaning even the time that is required for various softwares or the Excel or whatever the work is there, query, repetitive queries, we can save that. And the accuracy, yes, for the population, if we are doing the analysis, so accuracy obviously tends to increase. Like the example I said, like out of 100 samples, like 100 sample, out of 1000, we are taking suppose 100 samples and we are arriving at 10 errors we are getting in the 100 samples. Then we are just extrapolating that, like the 10% error are there. Okay, we are just writing even the sample size we are writing. We are not, I'm not contending on that, but we are writing the sample size and that. But what if the management gets for the overall population? Suppose in the 1000 only 10 errors are there, and by chance, like maybe our luck or maybe anything happen, and or maybe any from the team, we got that 10 sample only. So it is a misleading statement in our report also. So that can be, that we can avoid, and we can improve our reporting and our audit style also. Even we can improve productivity, compliance, that is always there. Insider trading, the one of the in the social media, like if you have heard, like in the social media, text analytics, like so using the text analytics, we can detect the insider trading, like who is doing what, and actually like SEBI is doing, SEBI and BSE, many of these organizations are doing, like their financial institutions are performing this type of activities, right? They are started. If you must have read in the ET also, Economic Times, they started using this media analytics, social media analytics, to achieve the to get the insider trading informations or who is doing what in the employees, that can be tracked. So you can do that also. And compliance related to other also, like maybe your HR policy, we can automate that. You don't need to go through HR policy again and again. Only if changes are there, just edit those fields. Again, it will, that means you are related to hotel expenses, your daily expenses, daily allowances, late sitting allowances, or maybe your like as per the grade, whatever the eligibility for any category of the expense or any type of expense, we can build as report and we can get the automated report directly and continuously. That is the main part, like a continuous monitoring we can do. Every day we can see the dashboard, we can get the even the email reports directly on our email IDs. If we don't have the time, you can access the dashboard, these dashboards, or even the exception reports on tab mobile also using these applications. So those applications are actually adaptable to any device, tab, desktop, big screens, any device you can use for that. So these are the some of the advantages of RPA. Okay, the example that I was showing you, that UiPath related, like the big video, 4 or 5 minutes video, where the invoice data extracted, that is actually RPA, a robotic process automation. So it is just extracting the data. That is one of the case only. but it is just extracting the data. It is easier to implement and easier to extract the data also. So that I have shown you. But the budgetary constraint are there, then Python also can be used for similar, because RPA is developed on the Python only. So that is a thing. Even we can write the Python scripts. That means this is a language we can use. What are the other applications? So on Wise, you can get the reports like a chatbots for the daily task or daily reporting. You must have heard like a Google Assistant or the Alexa. Okay, if you are speaking to Alexa, just sing a song or just just tell me a joke or just uh, get me to the destination, show me the map. It's automatically okay. Whatever the background process that is done. Sorry. And we are getting the reports directly. That means whatever. Suppose song is there, song she will play. That means that robot or the bots will play. So similarly, chatbots can be used for audit reporting also. So whatever the pending action items from this manager. Suppose voice commands we are giving, we are getting directly reports on our desktop, directly on our laptop. So that is possible, exactly possible. So who is where, that also we can try using the chatbot directly report. This is just one connection. Even using the Tableau, we can develop the chatbots. So there is no like a big development. It is just using current softwares we can develop chatbots. So on demand reporting is possible, like a assistance, Google Assistance. Then audit report writing we have already done, like a corrections, like a grammar correction or sentence corrections. Or suppose the paragraph we need to change, so automatically it will give you the indication. Okay, like a Gmail, if you have seen the Gmail, it is automatically telling you what's the next sentence is there. That is the application of actually of machine learning, deep learning. It is a part of machine learning. So automatically you will get a next sentence. So similar type of things or audit report you can use in the audit report. So suppose like in the Gmail, we are writing like a looking forward to, it will automatically type looking forward to meet you, looking forward to see you automatically. Suppose I'm writing like a dear, it will automatically fetch the email ID from the email ID, whatever the name is there. So dear XYZ, good afternoon, good noon, that automatically it will type for us. So similarly, we can do using same concept in the audit report also. So he will type, and based on the historical data, we will get the whole sentence. So no need to spend that much time on the thinking also. We'll get a structure report. Just we need to fill the whatever the numbers are there or any changes are there. Just we need to do that. Accounting already I told, like related to like whatever, based on the narration, it will automatically pass the accounting entry in the SAP or in the Oracle also, automatic. So directly it will pass the entries, which account to debit, credit, and whatever the GL account, it will. Risk management, anomaly, fraud detection, I have already talked about it. RPA can be used to automate the uh, Excel work also, even SAP reports downloading also. Automatically, SAP, it will go to SAP, it will log in into SAP, enter the T code, same thing that I had done in the Python. Same thing can be done using the RPLs. So automatic logins, or not only SAP, but on the other systems also. Like suppose every day you are coming in the office, and after logging into your laptop, you are entering your email password and all those things and downloading some data. So you can automate those tasks. Why to waste time on such routine tasks? We can automate those tasks using this, and we can save the time also. So at 8 o'clock only, suppose you are timing at the 9 a.m. In the office. So at 8 o'clock, you can schedule that thing, and after logging at the 9 o'clock, you will get all reports downloaded in your laptop or in your server, whatever it is. So no need to, at 9 o'clock, no need to go to SAP or any system, check the system, then download the reports, then do the analysis, not needed. Okay, physical papers, data capturing, I have already shown the example. Yeah, that's it from my end. If you have any queries or any questions, just let me know.
Thank you, Pradeep. Manaz, if there are any questions, maybe you can help read them out.
Yeah, sure. Just a minute. So I'm requesting everyone to post their questions in the question box. So, okay, there is one question from Dhaval Lotwala, but he is left. However, I'll read the question. It is, can you please share the code for extracting the data from SAP?
Okay, definitely, no problem. Just write to me. Okay, I'll share.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So no
You
more
can write
questions.
the mail on this.
Yeah, participants, please post your questions in the question box.
Yes.
So, Pradeep, this was a really, really interesting session. Thank you so much for being here. Pradeep is incidentally the Director Innovation from the Magic Data, which he has founded. And also, I have worked with him personally one-on-one, and he's actually set up my entire data analytics program in the past in another organization. So it's been a very good journey, and we had a successful program with him at that point.
Yes.
I think, Menas, if we don't have any further questions, we can
Yeah, I
conclude the
think
session here, and they
there
can
is
always
one.
write to.
Yeah, there is one
Sorry.
question. There is one question come from Ankit Thakur. So he needs to know, if we want to learn continuous control monitoring, how should we start?
If you want to learn, okay,
Yes,
or
if we
do.
want to learn continuous control
Okay.
monitoring.
Okay, it actually depends on the which applications they are using and which controls they wanted to monitor. Suppose like it is related to suppose HR related or maybe a sales related control monitoring, and they are using a Salesforce. So you can directly, that means whatever I told, like a direct connections with the Salesforce you can do using maybe Tableau or ClickView, whatever the applications you have, you can use that, and you can develop some queries or whatever the control structure is there in your organization or whatever you wanted to test that control. You can develop that script or the report, and you can do the continuous monitoring, but you need to be connected with the your database. There should not be like extracting the report and uploading into your um, tool or in your like a Excel, like we can do that. So it is like a based on the various parameters also, what the IT infrastructure is there, how the applications you have placed in the which servers. So based on that we need to take a call. So then only we can do the continuous control monitoring on that. And if you wanted to learn those things, either you can select whatever the available tools in your organizations, or you can learn the tools that we discuss. Based on it is not like a 100% answer. Suppose you are working not only like a physical invoices or physical documentation, then you can use direct. Suppose the data is structured, you can use like a Click or the Tableau also. But if it is an unstructured data, you need to first clean that data and all those things, then you need to use maybe Python or RPA, these tools. So it based on the application. It is depends on the application. Does
Okay,
that
we
answer
have
your?
yeah,
Yes. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
sure, sir. So can you share your thoughts on GAS from audit per se?
Can you come again?
Yeah,
Thoughts on?
there is a question which says, can you share your thoughts on GAS? Maybe we can skip this and you can
Actually,
answer online. Yeah, so
yes.
there is one more question that says, can we do everything in ACL from the Power BI? If no, what is the differentiation?
From ACL to Power BI.
Yes.
ACL to or ACL you wanted to integrate with the Power BI. What is the question? ACL
So
to
the
Power BI,
question,
right?
yeah. So the question that says is,
Yes.
can we do everything in ACL from Power BI?
hmm We can do that, means whatever the possible scripts are there in ACL, like maybe duplicate key detection, duplicate registration, duplicate employee detection, gap detection, all things can be done in the Power BI or even the other software also. So any softwares you can get all the things that can be done. I'm getting the correct question or anything else is there?
Yeah, I'm requesting the participant to type a continuation in case if this question was not understood.
Yes.
Also,
Hmm.
yeah. So the question which we asked earlier has a continuation. So they mean to say, can you share your thoughts on Google App Script?
Google Apps Fit.
Script. Yeah,
No. Or Google App Script. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Mm, yes. So Google App Script uh, can be used for like a Google Sheets, Google Analytics, even Google Word, hey, Google Doc. Actually, it is a word, same like a Google Doc, and you can automate the things. Even yeah, for my case, like even I have automated many Google Sheets and the Google Docs. That means automatically writing the Google Docs, writing the that means crunching the data in the Google scripts. It is very much similar to Java and the VBA. It is a different structure actually, but like a language and the syntax are different. But we can use Google script for all the Google products automation. Even like from the Google Calendar, you can take the data, you can access that data from whatever the events are there. You can make a report, and in like a Google to-do list is also there. There also you can paste that data automatically. So we don't need to write event and all those things in to-do list also and Google Calendar also. So automatically, even from the email system. Suppose someone is writing in the email, in the Google email, like okay, meeting is scheduled at 3 p.m. today. On the one click, we can schedule or uh, we can enter the calendar event in the Google. So we don't need to go to Google Calendar, then type all those things, what is meeting for, and all those things. Just click there, it will create a Google Calendar event. So you don't need to go here and there in the Google app, Google Workspace actually. And actually it is a paid one, Google Cloud. If you are using a Google Cloud or Google Cloud scripting, then it is a paid one. If your organization is a premium or enterprise Google purchaser or Google service, what we call, there is some term for the service, enterprise service account holder, yeah, account holder. Then you can use that paid services also for scripting. For basic, you can just do for the Google Calendar, Doc, and Sheets only, not much.
Right, sir. So there are no more questions. Okay, there is one. So there is a question from Mahesh Krishna which says, How to gain the data analytics skill? Which best course provide all knowledge required for data analytics on various aspects? Please suggest in case if you have anything in mind.
How to get data?
How to gain data
Actually,
analytics skill.
sorry,
So basically, he's asking you to recommend a course which covers everything.
big data or
Yeah.
okay. So actually, there is no course which covers all those applications, whatever the tools are there. But for like suppose large scale data is there, there are some courses available. Even we do organize the trainings for auditors, but there are like you can get like even on the Tableau website or the ClickView websites, they are also organizing many webinars and training courses. You can search on that, you will get the courses for this. Yes. Any other?
No more questions, sir.
Okay.
I think there's one more question. The question, Pradeep, is that do you have tools to review the presence or basically to screen presence of an institute or a person on the internet, including social media?
Mhm. We need to clean. We need to.
Basically, is there any tool to screen people
Yeah.
or institutes on the internet?
Any tool to know the presence, no, in the social media.
Screening of
Yes,
people,
Excel.
institutions, that.
Excel is there, but there is an extension in add-in in Excel where you can get that. The node Excel is there or node.js is there. So these can be used for to know the presence or the screen the person using the social media. But other tools are also there. Excel may be a very slow, but other tools also you can use like rapid miner is there, or you can see majorly okay, you can get in the Python only. Python is very powerful and cost effective. Others are very costly, you will get those, but yeah, it is there. Rapid miner, some Excel social media miners are also there in the market, and Excel is always there, so you can use those.
So there's one more question.
Mhm.
What are some economical, professional, or qualifications to learn analytics at your own pace, meaning self-study?
Qualifications, economic qualifications. So for studying into analytics, what are the professions are available? Right now, I'm getting the correct
Economical,
questions.
professional, or qualifications to learn analytics as a self-study?
Self-study. There are a lot of like even you must be knowing like Udemy, Coursera. Those are there to learn those things. And apart from that, yeah, many are there right now. Online platforms are there. But if you wanted to learn offline also, or okay, self-study. Self-study. mm there are very good websites like Data World, even IIA, not this IIA. It is the uh, Institute of Intelligence and Analytics. So that is also very good website. You can learn the you can do the self study from that. Many analytics related, even analytics Vidya is there. I can recommend it. That is also very good website. You can go with that. Any other?
Great. Thank you so much, Pradeep, for responding to everyone's multiple questions. It seems like we had an engaged audience considering number of questions that we're getting. So I will take this opportunity now to conclude this webinar. Pradeep and Magic Data, thank you so much for being here and sharing with us these really informative practical examples on how we can execute analysis, the importance of visualization, and even demonstration of the tools that you spoke about. So again, thank you very much, and we were very happy to have you with us at the IIA Bombay Chapter Women's Circle first webinar for this year. And yes, that's it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks to audience also, and to Smriti and other team members from the IA for arranging this and giving me an opportunity to be on this platform and talk to many professionals as well as the new learners. Thanks for your cooperation, and yeah, that's it. And listening to me for around 2 hours, exactly 2 hours, 2 and more hours, patiently. Okay.
Absolutely.
2 hours is a big one. 1.5 hour. After 1.5 hour, people get distracted. Even I am. You may have noticed. Yes.
No, I think
Because
you kept our
that is
attention quite interested.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. And
Thanks.
bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.